What's good and what's really bad about living in Massachusetts, coming from somebody who lived in Massachusetts for 30 years. This is Nune and the Greater Boston Real Estate Show.
Nune's Greater Boston Real Estate Show.
Number one, the winters are really cold and really long. So the average snowfall is 48 inches per year. But some years we get much more. Like in 2014-15 season, we got 108 inches of snow. It was just impossible to walk on the streets. So parking is a great issue, but some years we have very little snow. Number two, roads are really bad. There are potholes everywhere just because of the snow and how the salt erodes the asphalt. Number three, road rage is real. So you'll see a lot of times people are in a hurry, they're impatient, and they swear, they use some fingers on the road. Number four, humidity. It can get really humid in the summer, and usually about 2, 3, 4 weeks that is very hot and very humid. Number five, you have almost non-existent spring. So it's cold through the winter, and then suddenly it gets really hot. Struggle between winter and summer, and the spring is kind of lost somewhere. Housing is very expensive in Boston. I think it's the third after New York and San Francisco and then Boston. So people are shocked at the prices, but also what they get for that price. The houses are very old, and sometimes they're falling apart and still are priced at $800,000, $900,000. And now for the positives. We don't have any major weather disasters, no tsunami, earthquakes, hurricanes that we're famous for. Of course, with global warming, anything is possible in the future. Number two, Boston is very historic. It was founded in 1690 by the Puritans. And the atmosphere of Boston is very beautiful. It's more of a European city, and it has a lot of historical, beautiful architecture. Number three, we have all 4 seasons. I know that some people who move to a place where there are no seasons, just one long summer, really miss having snow and having all 4 seasons. Even though the winter is extra long, the spring is non-existent, and we have a short summer. But number 5 is we have a gorgeous, beautiful fall season that is picturesque. The colors are amazing. So we have a warm and long fall season. Education is the best in Massachusetts. U.S. News ranks schools, public schools, and Massachusetts is always on the top. We also have Ivy League schools like Harvard University and Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and lots of other higher education schools that are on very high level. Location of Massachusetts is amazing because if you drive 2 hours, you can get to New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont for a vacation for a week in outdoor setting. Or if you'd like to be in a big city, New York City is only 3.5 hours drive. Or you can imagine that you are spending time in Europe and drive to Montreal for 5 hours. But also flying to Europe is extremely convenient because in 6.5 hours you're in London, in 7 hours you're in Paris, and you can fly pretty inexpensively during off-season. We have some beautiful vacation spots like Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket. I know that some presidents love to spend time in those areas. For example, Kennedy's loved Hyannis in Cape Cod, and Obama's and Clinton's loved Martha's Vineyard. Sports are huge in Massachusetts, and we have Red Sox, Boston Bruins, Boston Celtics, a lot of teams that are national champions. So sports culture is huge in Massachusetts. We have the best hospitals in Massachusetts, and Mass General Hospital was ranked #1 for many years. Massachusetts is also the mecca for biotech industry and science research. It has the third highest percentage of millennial newcomers, according to wallethub.com. If you like this video, I'm sure you will really like this next video. Please watch this.